Hi! In this video, you will learn about two more number bases, base 8 and base 16. In a previous video, we learned how number bases work, and we looked at base 10 and base 2. Here's the number 123 written in base 10 and base 2, also called decimal and binary. We saw that the base of a number system determines how many digits are used. Base 10 uses 10 digits, 0 through 9, and base 2 uses 2 digits, 0 and 1. The base of a number system also determines the place value of digits. Base 10 place values are powers of 10, and base 2 place values are powers of 2. Lastly, we saw that we can determine the total decimal value by multiplying each digit by its place value and adding it all up. Other number bases follow these same rules. Let's look at base 8 next. This is the number 123 written in base 8. Base 8, also called octal, uses 8 digits, 0 through 7, and the place values are powers of 8. Let's take a closer look at that in our table. We fill this in from right to left. 8 to the 0th power is 1, 8 to the 1st power is 8, 8 to the 2nd power is 64, 8 to the 3rd power is 512, and 8 to the 4th is 4096. The exponents increase by 1 as we move left, just like we saw in base 2 and 10. Let's convert 173 from octal to decimal. We can focus on the places with a digit. Once again, we multiply each digit by its place value. 1 times 64 is 64, 7 times 8 is 56, and 3 times 1 is 3. And then we add everything up to get our total, 123. What about converting from decimal to octal? Let's convert 37 from base 10 to base 8. Like we saw with binary, when converting from decimal to octal, we start with the largest place value that is smaller than the number being converted. In this example, that would be the 8's place, since the next place, 64, is greater than 37. Once we know where to start, we move from left to right, dividing by the place value. 37 divided by 8 equals 4 with a remainder of 5. So we place a 4 in the 8's place. Then we divide our remainder 5 by the next place value 1 to get 5 with a remainder of 0. So we put a 5 in the 1's place. We can check our work by multiplying. 4 times 8 is 32, and 5 times 1 is 5. When we add them together, we get 37, so we know we converted correctly. There's one more base that is commonly used in computer science, base 16. This is 123 written in base 16. Base 16 follows all the same rules and patterns we've seen in our other number bases so far. Base 16, also called hexadecimal or just hex, uses 16 digits, the numbers 0 through 9, and the letters A through F. And the place values are powers of 16. Let's take a closer look at the digits we use in hexadecimal. This is the first number base we've seen that uses numbers and letters. A through F correspond to the decimal numbers 10 through 15. The letters in hexadecimal can be written in upper or lowercase. Our table works the same way, with our place values being determined by powers of our base. And we can convert hexadecimal to decimal using the same multiplication and addition steps. To convert from decimal to hexadecimal, we can do the same division and remainder steps we've seen before. So, to convert 26 from base 10 to base 16, first, we divide 26 by 16, which equals 1 remainder 10. So we put a 1 in the 16's place. Then, we divide our remainder 10 by the next place 1, which equals 10 remainder 0. Since now we're working with numbers and letters, it's important to pay extra attention to what digits you're using in hexadecimal. What hexadecimal digit should we put in the 1's place for the value 10? A. Both base 8 and base 16 are commonly used to compact binary numbers. Binary is everywhere in computer science, but it can be difficult for a human programmer to parse. So octal and hexadecimal are used to compact things like color codes, memory addresses, IP addresses, and more. For example, this 32-digit binary number can be written with 11 octal digits or only 8 hexadecimal digits. Let's start with octal. All the digits in octal can be expressed with 3 binary digits, which means 3 binary digits can be condensed to 1 octal digit. This makes it simple to convert between binary and octal. Starting from the right, we can look at 1 octal digit at a time and write it as 3 binary digits and vice versa. So 3 in octal is 0, 1, 1 in binary. Then moving to the left, 7 is equal to 1, 1, 1, and 1 in octal equals 1 in binary. Note that we typically leave any leftmost zeros off when we reach the last digit. but we must include all zeros in the middle of the number. Now let's look at hexadecimal. We can use 4 binary digits to express all the digits in hex. So 4 binary digits can be condensed to 1 hex digit. We can do a similar process to convert between hex and binary, but now using groups of 4 binary digits instead of 3. We always start from the right, so B equals 1, 0, 1, 1, and 7 equals 1, 1, 1. Using these methods, we can easily convert between hexadecimal and octal. Let's say we want to convert the hex number C5 to octal. First, we convert each hex digit to its 4-digit binary representation. 5 is 0, 1, 0, 1, and C is 1, 1, 0, 0. Now that we have the binary, we can convert this to octal 3 digits at a time. Starting from the right, 1, 0, 1 is 5, 0, 0, 0 is 0, and 1, 1 is 3. So all 3 of these numbers are equal. And we were able to convert without doing any multiplication, which can be especially helpful when working with larger numbers. Here are some practice problems. Pause the video and try these for yourself. How'd you do? In this video, we learned about 2 more number systems, octal and hexadecimal. And we saw how these number systems can be used to shorten binary numbers. Let's explore.